Hello, hello, beautiful. Hello, beautiful. This is OKeba Anahata Ra coming to you today with this Mama Monday. Mama Monday, I'm out here getting ready, get prepared for our homeschool. I just had to make a run this morning, but I wanted to go ahead and get this video in. So, I want to speak to you very quickly today about something that I think is important. I'm sure it's something you do automatically. I know I'm talking to the choir on this, but I want to make sure that I do say it because sometimes we may forget. And that is, let me say this, y'all, good manners and being cordial and being polite has not gone out of style. Okay, I say it hasn't gone out of style. Now I know we're in an environment now where things are becoming increasingly contentious and violent even, and aggressive, and everybody is feeling the need to give everyone a piece of their mind. I'm giving y'all a little piece of my mind today, right? That doesn't always have to mean something negative. It doesn't always have to mean you're shouting at people. It doesn't always have to mean you're cussing somebody out. But that's kind of what it has come to mean as of late. You know, and this has been a steady, increasing stream of activity. But I'm just saying to y'all, and I just want to remind you that being polite and having good manners, showing good manners, being courteous, showing that you have good upbringing has not gone out of style. And continue to enforce those things with your children. Continue to enforce it because, you know, they're going to be the next leaders and the next adults and the next business owners and the next people who in our old ages we're going to have to depend on them, and we're going to have to, and they're going to be running this country. Right? I don't believe that this country is going to be torn apart, and it is going to be a different place. I know that, but they're going to be the ones left to run things, and they need to be given a good foundation and knowing the value of politeness, knowing the value of showing good manners, right, and being courteous. I know y'all probably can't see me and that the sun is beaming, right? Yeah, beautiful, beautiful sun. Just like the sun, it is consistent. It is consistent every day. It rises, and every day it sets. Although it doesn't really rise and set, we know that from true knowledge, right? We're the ones spinning around, and we give thanks though. Consistently, it does that, and we need to be consistent. Just like the sun, in what we do and what we teach with our children. Consistent in that manners does not go out of style. I don't care how upset you are, how angry you are, or even your positions. But it becomes even more so important as we deal in an environment that is very diverse, right? Good manners, saying hello, please, thank you, those basics. But then taking it further to show manners in other ways. But let me just say, it's very important to show those things when you have diversity, right? Because everyone can respect a smile. Everyone can respect, excuse me. Everyone can respect, thank you, and please, and may I, and using good, proper language. I was reminded about this, and I said, I need to talk about this because I was in the line. I was at one of the Latino Mexican restaurants waiting in line. And the lady ahead of me, she got out of line. I think she was looking for something, a menu or what have you. And she just walked out of line and walked. She didn't say anything to me. And she went over and found someone. And it took her a few minutes. And then she came back and she just stepped right back in line. I was like, oh, go ahead, you know. And said, you know, gave her the leeway to get back in line. But she said nothing to me. She didn't say, oh, excuse me, I just need to find a menu or something. Do you mind? Will you hold my space? You know, something simple like that, courteous like that. She didn't do that, nor did she say anything when she got back, you know. Now, I could have been real ugly and nasty about it, and there are people who will. You never know who you are dealing with. You never know what's setting them off on edge. You never know what kind of day they had. You never know. They could have just gotten fired. They could have just lost their home. They could have just lost their child. Right? They could have just lost anyone. They could have just, you know, it doesn't matter. They may have just rolled out of bed the wrong way. They just might have heard some news that they just tired. They fed up. And you might be the last straw, right? Don't be the last straw, right? Get offer a gentle word, a gentle kindness, and also grace. Giving others grace sometimes, especially now, giving people grace that sometimes they're going to say the wrong thing, sometimes they're going to do the wrong thing, and give them a little bit of a grace. And it's important to teach our children to do that, to also give our children that grace, but to teach them to have that for others. Now, I'm not talking about letting people step over on you. No, that's not what I'm talking about. But I'm saying, weighing it out in your mind sometimes as to whether or not it's really worth it. Would it have been worth it for me to say, hey, you stepped out of line? I could have really made a big stink about it. I chose not to, right? And it's a choice every day. We can choose to be peaceful in this world. We can choose to exhibit our manners. We can choose to be a light. We can choose to be more comforting and offer a gentle approach to even a negative or a hostile person. We can choose how we want to respond. And so I just want to encourage you today and remind you today of those kinds of having those kind of conversations with your children, especially when they come up, when you're out and about with them, and when they're interacting with their siblings and with you in the home, reminding them about that, about thinking about their responses, that always showing good manners, always being representative of your family, showing good manners, and always being able to give the thought first. Give a gentle approach. You don't have to be the one that's contentious. And even if they're contentious with you, you can give a gentle word back. It is possible. This is how things change in our environment. This is how things change in our world. This is how we create a better world if we want it. And I surely do want it for me, for my children, and for their children, and for generations to come. All right, that's it for now. I didn't ask you all how y'all were doing. I hope you're doing very well. I hope you're doing well. I'm tired. I'm a little tired this morning. I woke up late, but it's all right. The day is going, and I'm still smiling and still did everything I needed to do, and it's going to be a wonderful day because I choose it to be, right? I choose it to be. All right, and you choose wellness. You choose goodness. You choose brightness. You choose light. And always be beautiful inside and out. All right, peace.